Chef Lawson's in the house. Cataboy Toy Org's in the house. Good to see y'all. How's everybody doing tonight? Sorry about that. I was trying to find a bottle opener. I bought a bunch of them. Really nice ones. But I don't know where they went. They were in that drawer. I mean, I bought 6 very high quality bottle openers. Really good quality ones. Professional ones. Bought 6 of them, I knew, you know. I'm here tonight, good to see you. Maria, you got a YouTube channel, is that what you're trying to say? I'm gonna break open some chips here. Chef, how are you doing tonight, man? How's school? Big plans for your weekend away from school? What's everybody up to tonight? We got a lot of people in the background. Don't be shy. Come forward. Give us a thumbs up. You know. Don't be scared. I won't hurt you. I promise. I promise, I promise, I promise. Don't be scared, all you people in the background. If you got questions, I have answers. I can solve the world's problems. If you want to talk about something, we can do it. All the naked dancing girls will be here a little bit later today.
Arena Club is an exciting new and modern way.
For now, you get me. I'm going to go to a wedding tomorrow. Oh, wow. Rehearsal dinner tomorrow, then the wedding on Sunday. I really don't want to go. Well, I can understand that. But here's how to think about it, all right? Here's something I want you to think about. I'm trying to get my iPad set up so I can read the comments better. Thank you all for the thumbs up, by the way. If you're not scaredy cat, give us a thumbs up. If you're new to us, subscribe to the channel. I've never understood why so many of you guys in the background get scared to give people thumbs up or to come forward and say hello and to subscribe to people's channels. I just don't understand that. You're brave enough to sit in the background and watch, but you're not brave enough to come forward. All right. So here's how I want to think about this wedding thing you got going on. How would you feel, and I know you're young, when your wedding comes around? Because a wedding is I know they're a pain in the butt for the guest. I hate going to them myself. And we had a very small, intimate wedding because, you know, but we got to sometimes sacrifice ourselves for others. And this might be one of those cases where you kind of got to just suck it up, man up, and go to it whether you like it or not. Because that's what being an adult is all about. Doing crap we don't want to do. And what you don't understand and what we don't understand, everybody, got 30 people in the background. You guys come forward now. Don't be cowards. Don't be shy. Subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up and let us know who's hanging out in the background. You guys don't be chicken shits. What we have to understand sometimes is not our perspective, but their perspective. Their perspective is the wedding's the most biggest, important thing that's going on in their world, and they've invited you to be a part of it. We don't like it, but we got to look at it from their perspective. Yep, it's for my cousin. He's 5 hours away. We got to drive there tomorrow, but really only... Well, there you go. And the girls, look. There's usually hot women at weddings. So, you know, don't discount the fact that there's good-looking people at weddings. And you might meet some cute girl or something. You might meet somebody. So, don't discount that. Plus, the food really is good. Usually good at weddings. So that's what I want you to realize, is sometimes we got to take a step back and look at how other people, what they're going through. You know, same thing with funerals. I don't like funerals. I think funerals are a waste of time. I don't go to funerals usually, very rarely. But if I go, it's for somebody who's still alive, who's mourning, so that I can help them through it. You just got to put yourself in their shoes. Their shoes, this is the most exciting thing. Your cousin's getting married, probably for the first time. Hopefully it's the only one time. And it's a big deal. And so to have people, have family and friends drive up and come to the wedding, it makes them feel like, hey, I really do have value. You know, my friends and my family really want to see me get married. Isn't that exciting that they like me enough that they want to come see me get married? That's kind of how the perception is when you're getting married. Got a gnat flying around my house. So, hope that helps a little bit. Oops. I got to go shopping tomorrow, guys. How's that? It's not a wedding, but I do got to go shopping and I don't want to go. I'm going to drive 2 hours so that my wife can go shopping at some store that I don't want to go to. But from her perspective, it's a big deal. It's an important deal. HTRN's in the house. I haven't seen you in a while, Henry. How you been? Everybody say hello to each other. Lawson, Henry, say hi to each other. How you been, Henry? So yeah, I got to go tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a live stream inside the store. You know, I don't know if I can or not, but you know, a lot of times I can fake doing a live stream because I'm mounted to my scooter and I just act like I'm making a phone call. Yeah, I'm trying to feel that away, you know, but it's not like they're not going to get married if I don't come. Oh, you never know. You never know. But it's not about them getting married. And I'll tell you another thing. You don't know what else is going to happen. And I'm going to expand upon that. Henry says he's doing good. Hello to each other. All right. So, look. We get a narrow focus. You know, in your mind, you're thinking it's all about the wedding. It's not like they're not going to get married if I'm not there. But maybe this trip isn't about that. Maybe this trip gives you a chance to influence somebody else or to be influenced by somebody else. So everything's an opportunity to learn and to teach. You might have a bonding moment with your dad. You might have a bonding moment with your 900-year-old aunt. She may pass you on a little bit of wisdom that sticks with you for the rest of your life. You don't know. So it may not be in the big scheme of the world for you about the wedding. It may be about something that you pick up from the wedding, an experience, a behavior, So, we're talking about you today. We got somebody coming in with googly eyes, a face, no name. We're talking about you, is what we're doing. I can answer any question. I can talk about any subject. Henry says famous last words. I know, man. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about you. So go and enjoy it. Eat the cake. Flirt with the girls. All right. Yep, I miss my cousin, and I guess his fiance. And I am going to see a lot of my family, and I'm ready to talk to them. See, that's good. But you just don't know. And what I mean is maybe you guys are driving up the interstate in Florida, right? And somebody is broke down on the side of the road and you stop and change their tire for him and go about your way. No big deal to you, but that may change that person's life. By changing their tire, it may have meant that they got to a job interview on time that changed their world. So we just don't know the little bitty things that we do. That's right, you, dang right, you. So, Henry, what's going on in your part of the world, buddy? Is the the girl, so the girl I miss his future wife. Okay, so is your cousin a boy or a girl? Or is it two boys getting married, two girls getting married, one boy, one girl? I'm confused now. When I got married, I was a boy and my wife was a girl. She was my fiance. All right. So the groom is a boy, the bride is a female. Nah, it's all right, man. Still looking for a house, trying to stay dry. Yeah, it's in the 60s here. We've had a week of cool, rainy weather. It's supposed to warm up back in the 80s. And then by next weekend, we're supposed to have another cold spell back in the 60s here. It's August, and it's in the 60s. Kind of weird. Yeah, I keep looking at houses in Alabama, but, until I get out of traffic, until I get unstuck, there's nothing I can do about it, I don't guess. Why, why no decision on a house, Henry? Have you, what's going on with the house process? Why you're not able to sign the paper? Pretty cool on my part of Arkansas. Been so hot recently that I suddenly went cool. I know, it's weird, right? 100 degrees, then it's 60 degrees. But not by much down where you are. Yeah, I mean, it's been cool here. I haven't been sitting outside as much. It's too cool. Labor Day weekend's this weekend. Did you guys know that? Monday. I didn't realize that until the other day. Monday is Labor Day. We're not doing a big party for it or anything. My wife's going to work it so she gets holiday pay. Because she's saving up to try to buy a Louis Vuitton purse. There's my good friend, Anyfin. You guys, if you haven't subscribed to him, please do. I always encourage everybody at my live stream to subscribe to each other, talk to each other, visit each other, and get to know each other. So Anyfin's a good guy, good family man, loves to fish like all of us. Can't stay, heading to God's country this weekend for them stargazing. All right, I got to ask. I know what part of the world you're in. Where is God's country for you? I mean, Montana? A lot of people tell me Montana's God's country. I'm curious about, where your God's country is. Can we talk about my rocket ship design? Sure. What do you want to say about it? I won't have a free Labor Day. That's right. 4 hours northwest. Okay. All right. A lot of people have I don't know if I really know where God's country. I don't know. I've been to a lot of places, and there's so many places that I can say, oh, that's, it's so beautiful and amazing, like the Grand Canyon. I don't know where, I think the whole place is God's country. I did find me a nice log cabin here in Mississippi, so I'm looking at that on Saturday. All right. It's the darkest place around. All the astronomers head there. Zero light pollution. Gotcha. And they call it the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon. Ah, I'll have to Google that sometime. That's interesting. Well, good. I'm glad. I'm sure you're taking the family with you. So I hope you have a great trip. Safe trip. Yep. The crown thing is still there. There's another new feature on YouTube if you guys don't know. I got to figure out the word. I forgot the word now. If you go to watch somebody's video on Lifetime, you can hype it up now too. There's a little thing that allows you to hype it. It's more than giving it a like. It's telling YouTube that you like it, and it helps promote the videos. So there's a hyper button, hype up a video. Like if I made a video, which I do a lot of. So keep that in mind. But yeah, we got the chat going on. Top fans. Anything turned out to be number one. Just me, 14-year-old, just got a telescope for us. Oh, nice. All right. You know, I taught college and for a long, long time, and part of my division was astronomy. And we had some nice equipment, and we had a guy that was really into it. I wasn't that much into it. But I did go out on a couple field trips with them just to kind of be a third wheel and go out and do some of that. So it was really, really cool. I didn't know what I was doing, but I figured since I worked there, I could just tag along, and I did. No, Jeff, it's not people that have gifted money. Anyfin's never gifted money. He's just a good friend who tries to support my channel. I don't think it's that. I think it rotates. Earlier, you may have been number one, and now he's number one in a minute. Somebody else will be number one. So I think it scrolls through people so that it encourages more people to subscribe, but also to make comments. So I think that's kind of what it is. Like Henry may be number one next, or number two, or number three. So whoever's number one doesn't stay number one for very long. Wow. Third telescope. So he's really into this. Sounds like Pump Up the Jam. There you go, right? But no, it sounds good, man. You know, hopefully he'll go to college for it. Or, you know, become rich and famous so you can go fishing more. I never went into it, but I was out in California and we drove by the planetarium. I think they call it a planetarium. You know, that big telescope building that you see on TV all the time? We were out there, and I didn't get it up close, but I drove by it and saw it for real. It's pretty cool looking. No kid would go to college? All right. That's all right. I don't blame you. College sucks. It's a waste of money unless you can do something, you know. But a lot of times college is a waste of money. Pat's Philippine Dream is in the house. You guys all say hello to Pat. Pat, good to see you. Hello. No. Chef, I don't know why it says that, but trust me, you don't have to give us any money. It says I have to buy a super chat to get up there. No, that's not true. It's just not. I mean, Anyfin's never super chatted us, and he's up there as an example, all right? So don't stress over that. You're number one. Everybody in the chat knows you're number one, Chef. Pat says, good to see everybody. Are you talking about what the hype? The hype is when you watch a video, not a live stream, but if you go and watch somebody's video, like I just put out another video. If you go to watch it when it's out, it'll have a little thing that says you can hype it up. And you can hit that, and that helps to drive it out to the rest of the communities. huge ways. I could hire like the 18th world's best astronomer to teach him for half the price. You can, and I agree. But if he's going to make a professional career out of it, then he's going to have some kind of paper. That's the bad thing about this. There's a lot of fields, the science field, the mathematics field, the medical field, that I don't care how good you are, you got to have that stinking piece of paper. It's a racket, it's a scam, it's a hustle, but without it, you're not going to get to the top. Pat Henderson, hello. Yeah, well, the video will come out tomorrow. I dropped it today for members, and then it'll come out tomorrow. So, but there's videos out on my channel now that you probably haven't seen. Thanks, anything is possible. I saw that you subscribed to me. Make sure you subscribe to this amazing. Yeah. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate your confidence in my channel. Chef, I do. Chef's one of my big fans, anything. We got a lot of them, as you do too, as you know. And he's a good guy. I appreciate everybody standing up for my channel. I got a little bitty channel. It's growing. I'm trying to get better at it. Trying to do better. Trying to make it into something where I can buy my wife a house someday. And we're working hard at it, but it's a challenge. It's a challenge. And in our field, there's a lot of YouTube channels, a lot of competition for the little bitty market. So, heck yeah, Chef, I do cooking in the family, love cooking. He does, he has some good fish videos. Hey, anything, thinking of fish videos, you know what I'm getting ready to buy, and I'm going to show you guys this when I get it. I saw a video in Japan the other day. An outdoor kitchen cooking, street food. And I saw this video where these Japanese chefs were frying fish. And they had a fish-shaped pan, and that's how they were frying the fish. With oil in it, they would fry it and flip it, but one fish at a time. Now, I found them online, but I'm not real happy with them because the ones I saw that they were using in Japan has raised, bumps, like speed bumps in it, so that the oil could go under the fish. The only one that I can find on the open market are flat skillets, but they're shaped like a fish. They're deep, so you can put enough oil in there that you can fry the fish, flip it over once, because Filipinos and Filipinas, they like, the fish fried, really fried. So if anybody ever sees a fish-shaped frying pan for frying fish that has ribs or speed bumps in it, let me know. Young Miss Bai is in the house. Good to see you. Well, I got to go just a bit to look at your channel. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Back. I have to do something for a bit, so I'll get back before then. All right, buddy. Appreciate you. Everybody say hello to Miss Bai. Good to see you. Would save oil and money. Exactly. And in my world, I cook a lot of fried fish. Like Bai knows what I'm talking about, the whole fish. So, you cut it, you gut it, but you leave the head on and you flip it, boom, boom. I do that a lot, and I do it in a kind of a wok. But this is a really nice fish-shaped pan that you put the oil in, and boom. So you only got to put about this much oil in it. So I'm really looking forward to getting that. Because I do a lot of fish cooking for Lorelei. Pat says hello to Bai. Craig's in the house. Only competing against 414 million channels. I know, right? Right, Craig? That's what I feel like. Hey, Pat knows the fishing's gone. Anyfin's in the house. Anyfin's getting ready to go to God's country, he said. Sometimes, when my grandmother said, I'm getting ready to go to God's country, she meant she was going to heaven. So, Another guy told me I'm getting ready to go to God's country, and he was going to Iowa. So, simple and genius. But that's what they were doing on this line, a long line. They had like 10 or 15 of these, and they were just cooking fish one after the other to sell out on the street market. Very cool design. But I want one that has ribs in it so the oil goes under the fish. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking for. If anybody sees that, let me know. I'll even pay for the extra shipping. All right, buddy. Appreciate you. Enjoy your weekend, man. And good, Pat, except for today, yes. have fun in God's country. Enjoy the kid, and I'm sure your kid will enjoy spending the time with you, my friend. So, Miss Bye, did I say hello did everybody say hello to Miss Bye? How are you, Miss Bye? I'm eating some of my wife's chips and dip. Don't tell her, but I'm eating some of her food. And having a little bit of a Heineken. Went to Sam's Club today, had to buy some juice. We get this particular type of juice. And at Sam's Club is about $3 cheaper for a case versus Walmart. So we go to Sam's to get it. So we got a bunch of that. We bought a bunch of extra stuff we didn't need. We spent like $130 at Sam's Club, but I gotta admit, I was kind of shocked how much we brought home. So, we stock up on stuff. Tomorrow, I got to go to Tulsa, Oklahoma. If anybody wants to go, let me know. I'm taking my wife to the Dillard's Outlet store in Tulsa, Oklahoma. She's got a big, fancy Filipina party that she is begging me to go to, which I don't want to go to. That's a formal dress party. So she already has one dress, she has lots of dresses, trust me. But she already has one fancy dress picked out, her formal gown. But she wants to go to the Dillard's Outlet place and just happen to see they might have a better one that she wants to wear to this big party in October. I don't want to go, but she keeps asking them, your wife really wants you to go, right? So, about 3 weeks ago, she's like, oh, hey, you going to go to this party? So-and-so's husband's going. I'm like, well, so-and-so's husband's an idiot. So that's not a good reason for me to go. So no. 3 days later, hey, you going to go to this party? Hey, 3 days later, hey, you going to go to the party? Today, hey, you going to go to the party? I'm like, no. So, like, how many times can I tell you no? I might break, don't tell her. I know she's not listening because she's busy in the way her job is right now. I might break down and go with her, but I'm going to make her suffer. You're on your own. I know. And to be honest, I don't like one of the girls. It's a birthday party. And one of the girls, I don't like their husband at all. I mean, at all. I don't like him. And I don't know if he'll be there or not. But I just can't stomach him. He really makes me want to beat the snot shit out of him. I mean, he's just one of those guys that is so creepy that, boils your blood just even looking at him. And you watch how he does with little girls, it's just a big issue. So I have a problem with that. I see, old man. So, but there's other guys going, and they're trying to get the husbands to go. Now that they figured out none of the husbands were going to go to their formal thing. And I don't know. But we got to go to Tulsa, Oklahoma tomorrow. I got to drive 2 hours so Lorelai can look at dresses. I think I should be not only the greatest YouTuber in the world, but I should be listed as the greatest husband in the world. Who else drives 2 hours one way so their wife can buy a dress she doesn't need? Who else? Tell me. Yep. The funny thing is, I don't know about you guys, any of you wonderful people out there, but one thing I've learned that women do, and if you're still in the house, close your ears. One thing I've figured out that women do, women like to say, hey, you need to buy that shirt, a new shirt. You need a new shirt. You need a new pair of pants. And they do it to justify them buying their self stuff. So it's kind of like, well, if I buy my husband something, then I can get away with buying stuff for myself. So it's kind of like, I'm focused on buying you a pair of pants So they buy you a pair of pants and they get 30 or 40 outfits for themselves. But it's all about buying the one pair of pants. Sit around and talk about the price of bills over and over again. Oh, man. Man, this guy, I don't know. It's the same shit, and there's going to be guys, I don't know. There's a lot of good guys in our community around here that'll be going, but there's a lot of them that are just not good guys. So, and I have a real problem holding my tongue. I have a real problem not being, snarky. You did what? Why would you do that? That's stupid. Hell, a third grader wouldn't do that. But that's all right. That's all right. We got a bunch of medical appointments coming up for myself in the next week or two. We'll be doing that. And then, I forgot. Something else is happening. Lorelai's going to plan to have a big Halloween party again. You guys are all welcome. That's the way I see about it. Yes. I guess they're working on their Halloween party already. They're already thinking about the Christmas party already. Lorelai's working on her birthday party. I told you guys that. I gave her a budget the other day for how much she can spend on her birthday party next year. I've given my wife a budget. The only problem is now I got to find the money to give her. I told her she can have $2,500 to hold her big birthday. But the problem is now at least I got 6 months to come up with the $2,500 in the budget. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. There's certain things that rub me wrong. It's like that one guy that I kind of like him, but he's racist, so I don't like that. He's been in the military. He was in the military for like 27 years, and all he does is bitch and complain about the military, but he's been out for 15 years. And one day I asked him, well, why? I think Henry, he was here when you were here. Well, if you hated the military so long, why in the hell did you stay in it for so damn long, So, are you just needing something to bitch about? Well, I don't know. Bitch about the weird people on the internet. Hell, bitch about something else. You can't keep, when you hear the same story over and over and over and over and over and over and over, it's like, damn, man, get over yourself. Nobody gives a shit for one. Nobody gives a shit about any of us. But it's all right. It's my punishment for being married. I am convinced that marriage is a punishment. So, if you get married, be prepared to be broke and poor, or same thing, broke and poor, and to be ready to be punished, like having to go to parties that you don't want to go to. Because look, okay, now I'll probably get myself in trouble, but you guys know I don't really give a shit. Here's the thing I have about this party. This is going to sound really bad, guys. These people are not worth me getting all dressed up for in a formal attire, because I don't like wearing a tie anymore since I retired, and getting all dressed up to go to a formal party for a birthday of a couple of girls. These people aren't worth me going through all that effort. Is that wrong of me? But I look at it going, they're not worth me putting on a tie. I mean, hell, I'd wear shorts and a Hawaiian shirt maybe, but they're not worth me getting all dressed up, taking time out of my night to go hang out and be bored shitless, So, I don't know. Everybody say hello to Log. Log's in the house. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. But, like I told Lawson earlier about having to go to that wedding that he has to go to this weekend. That if I do go, the only reason I would go is because it would make my wife happy. That's the only reason I would go and get dressed up for. Other than that, these stinking ass people are barely worth me getting out of the shower for. I just don't see the great value in them. Is that horrible of me? Tell me. Give me some advice. Pat saying hello to you. Pat's channel's grown like wildfire and he doesn't even have a video up yet. He's approaching 100 subscribers. He can actually go and do live streams now. He's over the 50 mark. That's it. Craig, you know it. You've been there, you've done that. So much of it is to show off. That's what they're doing. These females, instead of having a birthday party, they're having a formal dress birthday party so they can show off that they can afford really nice dresses. What they don't understand is, I don't care. I can give a shit. But that's what it is. They want to show off. They want to peacock. I'm calling it peacocking. They want to peacock. And now, granted, I get what Lorelai wants me to go because you guys may have a hard time believing this. But yes, I am the best looking American in the community. I am. I got to admit it. I have the nicest shirts, the coolest hats. You know, I get it. She wants me to go so she can peacock because I am the most intelligent, best looking, smartest, most humblest guy in the whole entire Philippine community. So that's why she wants me to go. Just saying. I'm not lying to you. I wouldn't lie to you guys. Lynn Tex in the house. Hello, host. Good to see you. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, Lynn. Thank you for the thumbs up. We appreciate you. How are you? Tell us about yourself. Where are you at? You have a YouTube channel yourself? Oh, no, Craig. There's like more than 10 people in that community. That's a gigantic community. What do you mean, small community? Come on, man. Hello, Lynn from Pat. Blessed day, yes. So are you in the Philippines? Are you in America? Where are you from? Give us a little bit of nugget about yourself. Thank you for subscribing and thumbs up and everybody. Craig, this community is so large it can barely be held in the state of Texas. Just saying. I can't help it, who I am. And I'm very humble. I know this. I don't know. The real reason my wife probably wants me to go is because I drive. And then she doesn't have to ride with any of the girls. I am pretty blessed. Nice. Watching from the Netherlands. Absolutely. We're going to go to the Netherlands next year. My wife wants to take a cruise out of Germany that goes to the Netherlands. So we're hoping to go to the Netherlands next September, I think. Pat, what do you think about Joan? Who's Joan? Did I miss something? Did you guys all say hello to Lynn, by the way? She's from the Netherlands, taking the time to come and visit us. Who's Joan? Joan in the jet? I don't know, Henry. She's okay, friends. What do you think of Joan Bentley? Sure. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to take a cruise, and I don't know exactly what part of the Netherlands the cruise ship goes to, but we go to the Netherlands. So I think we go to 4 or 5 different countries. I'm working on it right now so that I can get it booked for next year and figure out how to pay for it. I got to pay for a big birthday party, and I got to pay for a cruise ship. Jimmy John's back in the house. Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble. I know. When you're perfection in every way. I know, man, but I try. I try. She's somebody that is a bit weird to Henry. Why? Pat or Henry, you guys are going to have to let me know who she is so I can figure out if she's weird or not. Craig says hello to you, Lynn. Keep in touch. Absolutely. We do a lot of videos, live streams, but regular videos. My wife does a lot of live streaming herself without me because it's more fun without me. So Pat, send me her information. I'll check her out. Hey, Lynn, Craig, autocorrect is at it again. That's all right. That's all right. So, well, did you guys ever think that maybe, I forgot her name, whatever her name was, thinks you guys are a little weird? You know, we all can't be perfect, as Jimmy John says. Only one of us can be perfect. And today it's me. Tomorrow it could be Pat or Henry or Craig or Lynn, somebody else. But yeah, let me know who she is, Pat. All women are wonderful. Don't throw them aside because they're a little weird. Maybe they think us men are weird, right? I mean, growing up, I knew girls that thought men were weird because we stood up and peed, you know? I'm being nice about her. Well, that's good. You should be nice about her. She may be your future wife. You just don't know. You just don't know who she might turn out being. You may fall in love with her and go, woo, wee. Whatever your name is, I love you. You just never know. I'm just saying. Pat Grease. Does she have a YouTube channel, Pat? Joan was her name. I knew a Joan. Old lady, she died of cancer. I knew a Joan. Joan, she was a really nice lady. So I like Joan. She's a little bitty lady, a big gambler. But I really liked her. She was a nice lady to me. Probably not the same Joan since this Joan died about 10 or 15 years ago. So Pat's retracting his message going, oh, crap, what did I say now? I think I'm done eating my wife's dip. I'm not very hungry. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm down 70 pounds. You guys know that? I'm down about 70 pounds. I'm trying to get down to 80 pounds. But I've lost 70 pounds. Oh, we got a single lady in the house, right? Are you a man or a woman? I hate to assume. But if you're a single lady, man, you're going to have all kinds of guys on this channel coming after you. I'm single. She has a channel. All right. New Joan of Arc. Well, that was a long time ago. Oh, my God. Maybe. All right. You guys, let me have my moderators. Let me find my iPad and go check you out first. We have a rule in the community that we always check out a person's channel. Craig, have you checked out Lynn's channel? Let's see. All right, we can give you moderator. You got a real channel. And you can drop your link. One thing I do, Lynn, is anybody who's blue can always drop their link or drop a video without asking permission. Just remember that. You don't have to ask permission each time. You're just welcome to do it. But I put you in there. You're good to go. Now you can be a part of the group. Let me see. I'm looking at your channel. Oh, red snapper. Woo! My wife would like that. Looks like you got a great channel. You've been doing it a while. 5 minutes warm up. Nobody wants to exercise. Come on, man. Are you kidding me, Lynn? Pork barbecue. Woohoo. Mukbang. Ooh. Oysters, melon, mukbang. All right. Harvesting oysters. A lot of videos. You got a good channel. Good to have you around. We appreciate you supporting us because we're just a poor little couples channel. We like it when the 35,000 subscriber people who are rich and powerful in the YouTube world will bless us with their energy. So, it looks like you got a great channel, Lynn, to be honest. It looks like you got a great channel, and I'm sure you worked very, very hard at it. So thank you for joining us and helping us. Only one good exercise, I know. I tried to find her, Brother David, in my YouTube, but she's around in her channel. All right. Do you know what the name of the channel was? No one likes exercise. Well, that's true. You know, as Craig says, the only exercise he likes is the, what do they call that? The horizontal zamba? Horizontal lamba? Bamba? What's that dance? Zamba? I don't know. Whatever that dance is. All right, Pat, we'll try to find her. When you find her, that's right. How long have you been in the Netherlands? Are you an OFW or did you marry a beautiful, handsome man like me? We got a lot of, now we're going to Berlin, Germany on the cruise. That's one thing we're doing. I know that. I know it goes to Berlin. And it goes to London. I don't really care about London. I think London probably smells bad. Not for sure what the name is. I am host helping small YouTube channels grow. Well, we need the help. Thank you, Lynn. We need the help more than you know. Yeah, you know, one thing we've done I'll tell you something that I find a little interesting or frustrating is I think it's sad when somebody in the community, in the YouTube community in general, does really good or gets lucky and their channel really takes off and they forget about everybody who was there promoting them and helping them when they only had a few thousand. You know what I mean? Or they were starting off. And then they get lucky or they work really hard and something works well for them and they grow. And then, you know, even though they wanted to be shouted out on live streams over and over and over again, they no longer shout anybody out on their live streams because they're too big. And so I think that in the YouTube community, I understand it. It doesn't, you know, make me sad or irritated. And I understand it, but I think it would be better served to always recognize smaller people. That's just my philosophy, and I do that on my channel. The tinkling dance? No. The horizontal, Craig, come on, man. I know you know what this is. The horizontal, what do you do when you're horizontal, Lynn? You know, you don't tinkle when you're horizontal, do you? Horizontal, come on, everybody. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. The horizontal lamba, zamba. Come on. Joan Torin is her channel name. All right, I'll check her out. Horizontal sleep? No, Craig. It's a Latin song, but it's it's what you do under the sheets. Am I the only one that knows this? Am I the weirdo? Thanks, Craig, for making me feel like a weirdo. Appreciate that, Craig. I'll check that channel out. What we do a lot, you know, for everybody is we try to promote everybody who wants to be promoted. We check out a lot of channels. If they're a good channel, we do our part to try to help. I just don't get into racist channels, negative channels is what I stay away from. Oh, yeah. So, Craig's the troublemaker. If Dennis was here, Dennis would know. Trust me. I promise you, Dennis would know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm going to Google it. Hang on, because now I'm really confused. Hang on. I got to bring up the Google. Oh, man, our wedding anniversary is right around the corner, and I mean right around the corner, and I still don't have shit figured out. From northern in the Philippines. My wife is from Mandawi City, Cebu City. I don't know how to dance, but I know how to. That's funny. That's interesting, Lynn, because look, 90% of the Filipinos I've ever met in my life, they don't know how to swim. So you must be in the top 10% about who knows how to swim. My wife could wade. Now she can swim because when she came to America, we had a swimming pool and I taught her how to swim. And she could walk around in the beach water in the Philippines. But I'm really surprised. You guys live on an island and you can't swim. I don't get that. You're one of the very few Filipinos I've ever met that says, hey, I can swim. Doing the horizontal tango. Horizontal tango. All right, let me rhyme. I'm going to try to subscribe to you after I watch a video here in a little bit. Make sure you guys subscribe to Lynn's channel, by the way. 20 versions from Dennis, I know. But Craig, look, how many Filipinas, I want to ask Craig, because he's married to a Filipina too. Craig, how many Filipinas have you known that could actually swim? I've known none, I don't think. I mean, my wife could, like I said, could wade around in the water. Now she can swim, coming to America, but, so if you can swim, that's pretty impressive. Lynn's dropping your premiere, nice. But yeah, so our wedding is in a few weeks, our wedding anniversary is in a few weeks. I still haven't decided where we're going to dinner. We're not going out of town, I don't think, unless she makes me. So I'm not planning for us to go out of town because we got so many other things we're spending money on. Pat, I haven't seen any. See? Where is Dennis? Dennis, last we heard, is in Colombia, I think. He was here the other night. In the north, which island? Which part of the north? Like northern Cebu, northern Leyte? Because, for me, being a weird guy, I always look at, well, everything has a north, everything has a south, everything has an east and a west. I think he's in Colombia. He was here last night or the night before. He was around the other night. Craig says, 20% about reckoning. Bye, can you swim? Do you know how to swim? A lot of back, you see, my wife learned better, or, she learned how to swim here in the backyard pool. But you guys live on an island. You live in an island. Hello? All right, Lynn, I subscribe to you. And I hit the all bell to get your alerts. I think Dennis was in Colombia or Mexico. He was in Colorado a while back. He's been working a lot. He's been out there hustling, saving that money so that he can find him a honey. He needs a lot of money to pay for the honeys. He needs a lot of money to pay for his arm candy. Remember? He wants to create his own arm candy universe. Wow, you can swim. I mean, can you swim? Now, there's a difference between, look, my wife said she could swim too. There's a difference between getting and walking around and playing in the water a little bit versus being able to get out there and swim, swim versus kind of hanging out in the water. Because my wife said she could swim too. And she got here and I put her in the pool and I'm like, well, swim. She's like, I am. I'm like, well, that ain't swimming. And all the girls that used to come to the house, they couldn't swim either. They could just sit there and splash in the water. Good evening, PAC. Tim's in there. Everybody say hello to Tim. Good to see you, Tim. Tim has a channel, by the way, Lynn. He's our good friend from the Philippines, too. He's a good guy. Northern of the Philippines is Union. I live in San Fernando. Okay, all right. If you visit the Philippines, visit my town. You won't want to visit Baguio. You want to visit Baguio. It's only an hour drive. Yeah, I know where San Fernando is and Baguio is. I have no desire to go to Baguio. But we've actually lived in the Philippines and been there a whole bunch. But we live in the U.S. currently. Hina's in the house. He's over from Team Westman, our friend that's from India. I think he's from India, right? Or Pakistan. I think it's Indian. Doing lots of live streaming. We're doing good. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for being here. How are you? What's going on in your world? Are you from India, Pakistan, the Philippines, America? Where are you from? Anything exciting going on in your world? Do you need me to solve any problems? Papa Dennis is a chick boy. He is. Yeah, he's a chick boy. I've seen a few Filipinos swim, but not many. Scared or afraid from, yeah. From India, welcome in. We love India. We love Pakistan. We love everybody. We don't discriminate on this channel. We don't care where you're from, what you believe, what you don't believe. We don't care about that. We like everybody. We respect everybody's opinion. We actually like to have different opinions on this channel. We really do like to have those deep conversations with people about what they believe and think, and we do it in a constructive way. Hello, Craig from Tim. Do you have a good, did you have a birthday? Oh, happy birthday, yes. 34 views 5 days ago. What about me, Craig? You never asked if I had a good birthday. Jealous. So, Ina, Craig, Lynn. I'm a good swimmer. I've lived a long time by the sea. So are you a sea maiden? Seafarer maiden? Hello, Pat from Tim. Tim, how are you doing, buddy? Tim's back from the land of Canada. He's all adjusted now. It's nice to meet you, too. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I'm just going to, your last name is, I'm going to say Hina. I hope that's okay with you. Big H, something like that. So I don't want to disrespect you by not being able to pronounce your name right. But thank you for coming. Thank you for helping us grow. We appreciate that. The liking, subscribing, the sharing. The sharing. She's connected to you, Craig. Woohoo, Craig's a good guy. Has a good channel. He works hard. His wife has Facebook. My wife has Facebook, too. It's called Lorelei's apostrophes blog. Blog. I have nothing to do with it. I'm not allowed to touch it. I'm not allowed to do anything. It's my wife's blog on Facebook. If you guys want to check her out on Facebook, I would appreciate it because it makes her happy. But yeah, we just hit 4,000 subscribers, by the way. Did you guys know that? So I'm going to be bragging about that, 4,000. Lynn has 35,000. I'm bragging about 4,000. So that kind of puts me in my perspective. Woo, 4,000. Lynn has 35,000. Well, there you go. I guess that kind of puts it on me. Puts me in my place. Tim saying hello, bye. Pat saying hello, Tim. Thanks. My wife is our main channel. Yes. Craig, visit me tonight, and I will help you to reach 1,000 bananas. And that's nice. Well, how about me? I don't get an invitation to visit you. Jeez, I thought you liked me. I thought we were friends. No, just give Craig an invitation. Why Craig? Gee, Craig. Yeah, I know. I know, Hina, right? Drop the link of your wife, Craig. Yeah, you can drop that. Craig can drop anything he wants, and he knows that. Party tonight. Yeah, I didn't get invited. I think my feelings are hurt. I don't know. You know, I think my feelings are hurt. Henry says, I got to go to bed, man. It's like midnight in my part of the world. Why are you people staying up so late? What's going on? Why you can't sleep right? I got to go. All right, Henry, take care. Good to see you. All right. Now I feel better, Lynn. Of course, anytime you're welcome to my live streams. Good. I will. I'll come there. Now that I'm invited, you know, gee, I had to beg for an invitation, but hey, you know, sometimes you got to beg to go to the party. Yeah, Tim's is right. They usually go, that's what they would do at my house at the swimming pool. They'd get in, cool off, splash around, get out. Nobody would ever swim, except for the American guys and the children. All right, Craig's dropping the channel link there. Now Lynn is saying, all right, all of you guys can come, even the host, you know. Well, I prefer Craig coming because Craig is better than everybody else, but all the rest of you guys can come, I guess. Craig says, hello, Lynn, good to see ya. Thank you for coming in and bugging David, keeping him in line. I know what Tim is thinking. So, but you're right. So I'm happy that you ladies can swim. I've never understood why somebody wouldn't know how to swim. On a serious note, it's kind of like everybody should know how to drive a car just in case they need to. Everybody should know how to swim just in case they need to. If they fall off of a ferry or a barge or a boat, wouldn't you like to be able to swim? You know, I mean, it's just one of those things. I'm glad you ladies can swim. Pat says, Lynn, I subscribe to your channel too. Thank you for doing that, Pat. I appreciate that, Pat. I do. I do indeed. It's kind of like driving a car. Ina's still hanging out with me. Nice. Thank you for that. We appreciate everybody from his channel coming over and visiting us. I'm trying to pronounce his name right. I think it's Westman. I can't pronounce his first name, but he has a really big Indian channel. A lot of followers, a lot of live chat streams. If you want to pick up some subscribers, you can go to his live streams and pick up 10, 20 pretty easy. So I appreciate his effort in doing that. He helped Mike and Venus grow their channel pretty much. See ya, appreciate ya. Good to be able to breathe through your nose. Very handy. It is, right? I mean, think about it. The ladies live on an island. There's a really good chance that, it's just kind of like, I got a friend, I'll tell you a story that equates to this. So years ago, a young man was killed in a horrible car accident. His fault, their fault. The younger son got scared, the younger boy, didn't want to drive. When daddy wanted to teach him, he's like, no, I'm not interested in driving. And daddy called me up and said, hey, what do you think about my son, I'm not going to use any names, not wanting to learn how to drive. And I said, in America, you got to drive. So I told my friends that you need to make his happy ass drive. He needs to know how to drive in America. I know that his brother died in a car accident, but he's going to have to suck it up, and you're going to have to make him learn how to drive. Hey, there's the professors in the house. Whoop, whoop. Hey, David, Greg, everybody, Lynn. The professor's our good buddy. Yo, Ronald. Professor. Craig, you love cat. Yeah, they do like cats. You're right, Lynn. They like the kitty cats. They have good luck with kitty cat videos. Pat saying hello to you, the professor. Lynn's new to our channel. She has 35,000, so she's the big dog in the house. She's going to help all of us. She's going to teach all of us how to grow our YouTube channels, Ronald. So, but how are you doing, Ronald? How's the Philippines treating you? I am watching a video of Craig host and laughing. Yeah, he has some good stuff, Craig's been doing this a while. He's been up and down the street. You guys like my shirt, by the way? I got a pretty shirt on. I look good. I was working on making some videos earlier. All good in the Philippines? Good. Pretty good here. I got to take Lorelai shopping for a fancy dress tomorrow. I got to drive not only should I be the greatest YouTuber, I really should, but I should be, the greatest husband, because I'm going to drive 2 hours one way so my wife can look for a pretty formal dress at a good price. Yeah, that's me. I'm going to be bored horribly for 2, 4, 6 hours. But that way my wife can go shopping tomorrow in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So if anybody wants to ride to Tulsa, Oklahoma, man, just stick your thumb out and let me know. Wife does change to a cat channel a few years back because she's sick of uploading being flagged. Can't beat them, join them. I agree. Cat videos can go around. Lorelai posts a lot of our dog, of Lily and Daisy when Daisy was alive. You know, she has a lot of doggy videos. But I think cat videos get you better traction. Ronald, don't say anything about cat videos. I know what your brain's thinking. So remember, we have a lady or two in the house. But now that Daisy has died, which I horribly miss my doggy, she does a lot of things with Lily, our other dog, and we know that if we ever get another puppy, which we would like to have another, we would still, uh-oh, that was a pig. I mean, sorry. That was a pig. A police officer drove by with his lights on, and I don't know why. But we'd like to have another female long hair wiener dog. And if we ever get one, we would do a lot of videos of the little puppy. Playing 20 videos, yes. Pussies rule the world. I know, Craig. That's what the professor, glad Dennis is in here. Yes, the professor's checking out Lynn's channel. Oh, love your dog too. Thank you. Well, you know, we had two. Daisy, my dog, died of heart failure. She has the same conditions as I do, but Lily is still with us. She's the crippled one, the red one that's crippled. She got hit by a car. So Craig is saying thank you for that. But yeah, if we ever get another, they're just so expensive. They want like $2,000+ for a wiener dog now. We paid like $400 and $500 for ours 8 years ago. Now they start off like at $2,000. And now I'm not looking for one that's registered. We're not going to breed them. We just want it as a pet. They start at $2,000. Lynn says, I love dogs too. I have 4 dogs and 2 cats. Nice. Yeah, we like to travel, so the dogs can be a hardship in traveling. We took them to the Philippines and back, believe it or not. We spent a shitload of money doing that. But I miss my dog. Lily is way different. Lily's a really good dog, but I miss my dog. And I think Lily's a little lonely without her buddy, without a buddy. When you had the wiener dogs, Brother David, my son saw both dogs. Your son wanted 2 wieners. I know, they're great dogs. What time is your live, Lynn? Craig in Australia, what time is it there? It is, Craig, everybody, so you know, time check, it's 9:50 p.m. in America. Lynn, what time do you have going on there? And for Craig is saying it's 12:50 p.m. there, I do believe. I have no problem with pussycats, I know. Just can't find the lane. Oh my God. Ronald. You got your own kitty cat at home. You know. How's the kitty cat going, by the way? How's the relationship going? So our wedding anniversary, I think it's our 11th year wedding anniversary. Literally is in less than 30 days away, guys. 11 years I've been poor. 11 years wedding anniversary coming up later in September. Can you believe that? 11 years. Professor, please drop your legit channel, and I'll check your channel is one of your associate channels, I think. He has a lot of associate channels. Just keep trying, Ronald. There you go, buddy. Keep trying. Keep working it. I have 3 channels. I have our Adventures with the Philippine-American Couple. Then I have a fishing channel that I haven't really grown into much. It's a legit channel. And I have a cruising channel, which is a legit channel. There's just not much there. I haven't worked on them. I don't have much content for those. But I booked them early just in case I get lucky enough to be able to work on the fishing or the cruising channel more in the future. So that's what I've done. Ronald doesn't need to try, Craig, man. They just come a knocking on his door. Ronald said, you know, Even though I'm the most handsomest man in the Philippines, I really don't do a channel. I just hang out with all the other good people. Lawson's back in the house. I'm back. You back from the wedding already? My goodness. Lawson was bummed out because he had to go to a wedding this weekend. But I told him, don't be bummed out. There's going to be hot chicks there. So, flirt with the girls, right? Public cursing. Here, welcome back, Lawson. Welcome back, Lawson. Good to see you. Lawson's going to a wedding. His cousin's getting married. Okay, Professor, I get it. I understand. I know what you mean. I get it. I get it. Ronald's a great supporter. He is. We like Ronald. He's a character. Uh-oh, I hear my dog. My dog was sleeping in the bed, and all of a sudden, I think she heard her name a couple of minutes ago, right? So now she's coming running like, oh, wait, you got something for me? Ronald just goes out for lunch once in a while. That's all right. Ronald knows what he's doing. Out to lunch. How's the live while you've been gone, Mr. Lawson? Well, let me tell you, man. We had 99 million people in here, and they all donated $25,000 each. That's what happened while you were gone. I don't know where you've been, but that's what happened while you were gone, man. I'm just telling you. You missed it all. I'm telling you. Even somebody famous was in here, like, I can't think of anybody famous. I don't know, George Clooney. George Clooney came by to visit. You probably don't know who that is. Peyton Manning, you probably don't know who that is. So all these old people. I don't know anybody young. Taylor Swift came by and said hi while you were gone, Lawson. Host, just stay here. I'm at my office now, just listening. All right. We appreciate you doing that. Hanging out in the BG, the background. So you got to know the YouTube language. I'm hanging out in the background. I'll be in the BG. The first time I heard that, I went, the BG. What the hell's the BG? BG, bad girl, bad ground, background. Never thought about being in the, So it took me until somebody said, no, dummy, it's called being in the background. That's right, subscriber. Yeah, that's right, man. Yes, I do know. Oh, you do know who he is? Well, I was just one. I thought maybe you'd be more familiar with Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift apparently is getting married to, or she got engaged to that guy that plays for Kansas City. I don't follow Kansas City because I think they smell bad. Big Gate, yeah, the Big Gate. I'll be in the Big Gate. The Big Gate, or the Big Girl maybe. I don't know what it was. But it took me a while to kind of go, what the hell? And then somebody explained it. So, but apparently the news today, or yesterday was in America, Taylor Swift engaged to whoever. Nobody cares. PAC, if you had that money, you would be packing your car and going to your, I would be. We'd be buying that beach house tomorrow for my wife. You guys all know I'm eBaying for $5 million so I can buy my wife a beach house. It's not for me. I won't enjoy it. I promise. It's all for my wife because she's a good wife. She deserves it. I promise you, I will not enjoy it at all. All right? So it's not for me. So you're right. But Tim, here's the good news. I'd let you guys come and visit once. I really would. I'd have a big party and say you guys can all come over and we'll cook food and then you guys can leave and get out of my house. So, as long as you bring the food and the beer, you guys would all be welcome to come over to my $5 million house. But remember, we're not spending $5 million on a house. It's $2.5 million on the house, $2.5 million investments to pay the carrying costs of the house. Just throw that out there. American money, by the way. What's the question? The question is about I'm an e-beggar. So, Lynn, here's the deal. I only e-beg for $5 million USD. So I don't e-beg for $10 or whatever. I e-beg for $5 million. Because I want to buy my wife a beautiful beach house. It's for her because she's such a good wife. And the deal is, I promise everybody, in no way, shape, or form will I enjoy being in her big, beautiful beach house with a boat, swimming pool, chef's kitchen, great outdoor area. I won't enjoy that at all. It's really for her. But I'm only going to spend $2.5 million on the house. I'll take the other $2.5 million and put in investments to pay the taxes, insurance, and maintenance on the house. Sleep on the beach? Yeah, I'll go sleep by the pool, man. I'll go sleep out in the guest, or what do they call those? The pool house. Oh, yeah, Travis Kelce. Yeah. I remember the Eagles beating them the last time. I don't like the Chiefs. We're close to the Chiefs. We don't. Well, a cover charge wouldn't hurt, you know. You got to remember, if anything is worth going to, it should have a little bit of money tied to it. When we used, and to be serious, we used to do a lot of conferences, a lot of training sessions. And at times we thought about doing them for free, but what we quickly learned, if you put zero for free training, nobody shows up. But if you put $10 or $20, then you get a full house. All right, I know I'm back, but not for long. I got to go now. So I can't get up in the morning, go to the wedding. You're going to sleep 5 hours in the car. What are you complaining about? I might not be on the lives, but you'll be thinking of us. We'll be thinking of you, man. Remember, I'm your favorite YouTuber. We appreciate that, Lawson. I'm telling you, have a good time at the wedding, man. Embrace it. There's going to be hot chicks there. There's going to be cool things, people to talk to. Your cousin will be happy. The cousin's wife probably won't be happy because you're there, but hey, it doesn't matter. Enjoy yourself. Even if, look, it's like this. There's always something to be enjoyed about anything. Even though I got to go to that stinking formal party, I'll find something to enjoy, like the lumpia. If I got to go sleep on a bed of nails, I'm going to find something to enjoy about sleeping on the bed of nails, which probably just means I'll get to go to sleep. You like my shopping host? All right, nice. Thank you. Good. We do like to shop. My wife likes to shop. Have a good night, Lawson from Pat. GT3's in the house. Hello, good to see ya. I thought a man hates, well, we hate shopping with our wives. Now, look, I'll give you an example. Now, look, we're going to get serious and we're going to get down to this. When I go shopping with my wife, it takes 3 times as longer and costs me 3 times as much. I can go into a Walmart, be in and out in 30 minutes, have everything I need, be under budget. I take my wife, it takes an hour and a half, and we're 3 times over the budget. Huh. So we like shopping when it's just us. But in general, we hate shopping. Watch out for the flower girls. Yeah, I told them. Maid of honors, flower girls, you know, the girls that drink a little too much, you know. There's a lot happening at big weddings, you know, the good food. You know, some girl's going to be sad and mopey because she wants to get married. Now, stay away from that one. The one that's sad and mopey because she's not getting married, you need to stay away from her. Men do hate shopping unless it's for fish. That's it. That's it. Shopping gear, fishing is it. GT3 says, I go to school every single time I go there. I am dead. Well, all right. Let's clarify your point. If you're dead every time you go to school, how do you go back to school? I don't understand. Because if you're dead, you can't go to school, man. Come on now. It's even worse when I go shopping with the wife. I know, man. I'm telling you. You know, I'm telling you. Man, my wife gets mad. She's like, oh, so, you know, because my wife is working right now, and so I'll go in the evenings when I need to get something simple. Just going to get, she's like, oh, so you went somewhere without me again? I'm like, yep, sure did. I got it done in 5 minutes, paid a whole lot less. So, risen again, GT3, yes. I like shopping. I get in there and get out. There you go. You like that GT3? Yeah, we like to get in and get out, unless it's tools or fishing equipment. I agree. But even fishing equipment, to be honest, I have a lot of fishing equipment. So if I got to go get fishing equipment, I know exactly what I'm looking for because I know what I want because I've been fishing forever and I got everything. So I know what I want. So I can actually get in and get out pretty quickly unless I get distracted by all the pretty shiny things. Remember, there might be a few old maids looking for husbands at the wedding. That's right. Well, Lawson's kind of a young man. So maybe there's some young maids, you know. Sometimes the young girls, I do, look, I do think people ought to stay away from young girls who are desperate to get married. I think that's a bad combination. If you're young and desperate to get married, I think that's a big red flag, right? Does anybody agree or disagree? Maybe they're just wanting to escape their environment, so they're looking to get married. So I always ran away when I was a young man. Now that now that I'm old, and I'm old and I'm married, and my wife won't let me date. But when I was a young man and single, I would stay away from those girls that wanted to get married. I would run so fast, it was unbelievable. You know, if you go out with them and in the first day, the first few hours, they're talking roundabout way, talking about wedding, man, you need to cut that day short and pack your shit and get. You need to run fast. And I mean fast. Pay that check, drink that beer, and get out of there. I'm a go by. There you go. Woo. Telling you. I mean, I had a lot of girls back in the day wanting to get married. You know, you're out for dinner and they bring up, oh yeah, you know, I've never been married. Yeah, you know, my cousin got married and it was a beautiful wedding. I'm like, no, no lady, no bueno. Me no understand. Me no speak English. You know, even though I look like a fat white American, me no speak English. Me run away now. So here's $20. Leave me alone. Never be desperate. That will never succeed in finding what you want. I agree. And to be honest, Tim, I would tell students, because, you know, I taught college forever and I counseled a lot of students. And I had young women, you know, who really wanted to get married. And I told them that. I said, well, to be honest, if you really want to get married and find somebody, you can't ask and be desperate. You can't act desperate. If you do, you're going to send out a red flag that's going to make men run away. So you got to put that desire away. When I was in my 20s, I had a lot of Filipinas chasing me around in the Philippines. That's because you're a white guy with a wallet, Pat. Come on now. You know, I'm old and fat and married, you know. When I'm in the Philippines, I got to walk around like this. And then I get in trouble, even though I'm sitting at a freaking restaurant, minding my own damn business. My wife's sitting across from me. We got friends next to her. Come up and talk to me. I'm like, oh shit, don't talk to me. Don't speak to me. God, no, nobody ever, no, don't talk to me. You're going to get me in trouble. My wife's going to kill me and I have nothing to do with it. I don't even like eating the damn rice and I'm eating the damn rice. So, there you go. Man, somebody looks at you in the Philippines if you're married, man, it's like, your wife is like, why are you flirting? I'm like, flirting? I'm eating the damn rice. I don't even know what I didn't do anything. You know, with a wallet, that's right. If you have no wallet, you have no honey. No money, no honey, right? But that's all right. It's okay. But Pat, we understand, man. We understand. I did have a few stalkers back in the day. I had this one girl that was stalking me at my office. You know, I would go to work sometimes early because I teach an early class. And there's a few times I found her out in the hallway sitting outside my door waiting for me so that we could have a donut together. But she wasn't Filipino. She was a crazy American girl. That's true, Pat says. You're right on. Man, I tell you, Tim and I know. Tim and I know. That's why, I know Dennis doesn't like those two words, but I love the two words. No budget. No budget. No bueno. No budget. If you ever go to the Philippines or you ever get married to a Filipino, you always got to remember those two words, no budget. Tattoo it on your forehead, walk around the Philippines, no budget. I'm working on a video that I'm getting ready to release, and I kind of touch on this a little bit. So I do got a couple of new videos coming out. I finally am doing the video about the mistakes I made moving to the Philippines. It's a short video, so I'm not boring the crap out of everybody. It's only about 4 or 5 minutes long. But I've done a video about my mistakes moving to the Philippines, and money comes up in there. So, all right, boys and girls, look, it's after 10 o'clock here. It's been a busy day for me. I got to get up, take Lorelai 2 hours away to go dress shopping tomorrow. Probably spend 2 hours in the dress store looking at dresses, and she's going to ask me 50 million times, what do you think? And I'm going to go, I really don't care what you buy. I just don't. It's okay. Buy whatever you want. But she's going to ask me over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And I'm going to lie to her a lot and say, yeah, that one's pretty, just buy it. And she's going, yeah. So, all right, everybody, we will see you maybe I'll do a live stream in Tulsa, Oklahoma tomorrow while I'm bored hiding from all the people. Take care, everybody. We will see you guys soon. Lynn, Pat, Craig, Tim. Henry was in here. GT3, Lawson, Professor, the man, the myth, the legend, Lynn, Craig. Everybody, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for supporting us. We will see you another time. Good night, everybody.